Hi there, I'm here to explain to you the roles of prompts in S2C, and I'm here with my little model Jonathan to help me out. So there are three main reasons. First of all, I'm going to talk about prompting is foundational. We need prompting in order to get our spellers to spell. But there are three main reasons why we prompt. And the first one is to coach the motor. We know that our kids that we spell with have apraxia, so they have trouble getting their body and their brain to cooperate together. So we coach the motor in order for them to get to the letter that they want. For example, we might say, sit up straight, lift up your elbow, that sort of thing. The number two reason why we prompt is because we're competing with internal and external stimuli with our kids. So we're keeping them focused. So a lot of times they may have some anxieties, they might have some different thoughts in their head, or they might have some internal scripts that we're competing with, or in the external environment, the TV might be on, another kid might be running around like it is here. So all the time we're trying to keep them focused on their motor and on the cognitive lessons that we're doing. The third reason why we prompt is to provide feedback for them, because we know our kids don't often have great sensory feedback. So we're providing feedback to where they're at and that sort of thing. So if you sit up, Jonathan, we can explain that. So I might, after that they poke a letter, I'll say the name after the letter, or if I'm getting them to spell feedback, I'll go F-E-E-D and B, yes, straight, that sort of thing. So there are different types of prompting, and we give directional and gestural prompting during the acquisition phase, and that has to be faded out at the application phase, so when we're doing open questions. So for example, I might, for a gestural, it's an indirect wave. Now I'm not pointing right at the letter, but it's an indirect wave. Sit down, Jonathan. And just to get them to refocus on a different area of the board. But all the time I would be providing verbal prompting to get them to go where they want to go. For example, I might say all the way to the right, up to the top, or down to the bottom, and that sort of thing. So the other types of prompting we use are initiation prompting. So that needs to be a very good, strong prompt, because we know with our kids with apraxia, they have trouble getting going in the movement. So we need a really strong and confident initiation prompt, like, okay, ready, let's go, and that sort of thing. And then once we get them going, continuation prompts are very, very important. So we need to give them that rhythm, like as Evie says, where our voice is the music that they dance to. So I would have to vary my rhythm for the needs of my speller. So I might go F and E and D, that sort of thing. So the other types of prompt that we would use is eye prompting. So I know even with my own speller, and I have permission to say this, that quite often I'm telling him to look around or look right at it, or eyes first, that sort of thing, so that their motor can follow. So it's interesting, Evie had given us a tip that we're constantly verbally prompting, and if it doesn't sound like we're talking enough, or it doesn't sound awkward, we're probably not doing enough verbal prompting. So I'm glad I have that in my head. And a good thing I like to talk as well, so, but I always have to remember, like with posture, prompting with posture, eyes, direction, rhythm, and all that sort of thing is very, very important, especially in the acquisition phase, but it continues to be important with the application phase, with the initiation, the continuation prompting with the eyes. That's it. Thank you.